Well, now to the latest from Gaza, where thousands more Palestinians have fled their homes amid Israel's expanding bombardment in central Gaza. A stream of people headed to the south of Gaza, where UN shelters are now well over capacity. Many of them have set up tents outside of a main hospital, hoping it will be safe from those Israeli airstrikes. Israel says its campaign to destroy Hamas is likely to last for months. Israel says, again, and that could increase attacks against Hezbollah as well. So they are prepared to take the war to a second front against Hezbollah in Lebanon. The Iran-backed group fired dozens of rockets into Israel Wednesday. No injuries were reported. Israel responded to the attacks with airstrikes in southern Lebanon. Tensions have escalated along that front this week after Iran accused Israel of killing a general in a missile strike in Syria. Joining us now is Dr. Ophir Falk. He's a foreign policy advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful to have you. So the IDF has warned Palestinians in central Gaza, including those in a large refugee camp, to evacuate these shelters. But these shelters are full, and many people who've evacuated their homes really have nowhere to go. So what is Israel doing to minimize civilian casualties right now?
Well, Israel seeks to minimize civilian casualties. That's our strategy. We've urged civilians to get out of harm's way. There are a number of different places in Gaza, in the southwest area of Gaza, and another number of different pockets where there are safer zones for civilians to go to, where the IDF is going to great measures to warn civilians to get out of harm's way. The Hamas, on the other hand, are doing everything they can to keep these civilians in harm's way. At any rate, we will destroy Hamas, and IDF is doing that right now as we speak. We're destroying Hamas.
So Israel has warned time is running out to reach a diplomatic solution to fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. What would that solution look like, in your view?
The diplomatic solution in Lebanon would be based on the 1701 resolution. The Hezbollah will need to go north of the Litani River, and that's what we seek. We don't seek escalation of the war in the north, but we're fully prepared for that. If Hezbollah does make the mistake of waging a full war on Israel, they will look like Gaza.
And we know there's been a huge focus on these hostages still being held. What do the efforts right now look like to bring them home? Has there been movement on that front at all?
Right, absolutely. So Prime Minister Netanyahu's war cabinet made a very clear war mission to the IDF. It's to destroy Hamas and to do everything possible to free the hostages. That's what we've been doing for 80 some odd days. I think that every country, any country, and any person that is genuinely concerned about civilian lives should demand the immediate and unconditional release of these hostages, 24/7. That demand should be done, and the IDF is doing everything possible to carry that out, to destroy Hamas and to free our hostages.
When the administration has received criticism about Israeli soldiers being in harm's way, these civilians who have been caught in the crossfire, what has been the response from Netanyahu's office?
Well, we appreciate President Biden's support from the get-go, from the first minute of this war. We appreciate the bipartisan support, the unprecedented bipartisan support of Israel. Everybody understands this is a war between civilization and these barbaric Hamas terrorists. Israel right now is on the front line of this war of civilization, and we will win this war. We're receiving great moral and material support from the United States, from the American people, and we appreciate that immensely.
All right, Dr. Ophir Falk, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.